Okay, so this is a good problem because it talks about things that we haven't talked about and something good to review before you take the test. All right, and so A wants to know, they want us to explain whether or not there is reasonable to conclude. All right, so they have the word conclude, and we wanted that as a study. And so if this is a study, what do we know about observational studies? That there cannot be any cause and effect, right? There is no treatment, so there's no cause and effect. And so the answer would be no, because it's an observational study. So therefore no cause and effect. No cause and effect. I think that's AF. Okay, let's go down here to B. And so why is it not reasonable to use a normal approximation? Okay, so let's just do our conditions for two proportions. Okay, so the first one is random. Well, it says random, all right? So it meets the random rule. Okay, the other one is 10%, and we know that the 28 men is less than 10% of all men, so it meets the 10% condition. One group does not influence the other group. Well, I'm sure you can agree with me about that. What is it? That blood pressure, right? They can't affect blood pressure of another group, so independent groups. Okay? So let's go talk about the next one, and that is success fail. And so remember that when we do this is that we have to talk about each group. Okay, so I'm going to another color here. I just think it'd be better. Okay, so let's do what? The meditation. Okay, so do you see here that I had 11? What do they say? The 0 had high blood pressure. Okay, 0 is not greater than 10. And then they had 11. 11 is greater than 10. And then no meditation. And so what did they say? 8. And then they said 9. None of these are greater than 10. So what do we know here? That it does not meet our conditions. Okay, so let's go do this. So PM is 0 over 11. PC is 8 over 17, which gives me negative 0.46. Okay, so that negative, well, actually, I'm sorry, I got negative 0.470, okay? 470. Do you see that that is this guy right here? And how many people got that same result? It's 76 over 1,000, which is 0.0076. All right, so if you have gotten that probability, remember, of all the people who did this, the probability of getting 0.0076 is pretty low, right? So we would reject the HO. Reject the HO. All right, and so we would say that, what is it, that the P, what is the HA? I lost it. That one is less than the other, isn't it? That the proportion of M is less than the proportion of C. That the people who had the meditation were less likely to have blood pressure than those who didn't have meditation. Okay.